Hi foodies, I'm using up what I found I needed to cook up before it went bad. I found an eggplant in my fridge that I had not used up, so I threw it on some foil and took tomatoes that I had, the little grape tomatoes. Hi, I'm making a eggplant dip with what I have. I didn't have chickpeas, so I'm using pinto beans. It just shows you that you can make a hummus spread out of any beans. So I'm going to be using pinto beans because I scoured my house and I didn't have a can of chickpeas. I normally have chickpeas made that I've made myself, but I didn't have any, so I'm going to be using pinto beans. I'm actually going to put these in here and I'm going to get them blended up. I already took out the aquafaba out of it, the bean water. The aquafaba is usually from chickpeas, but the bean water for any bean is the aquafaba, and you want to keep that because that's gold. You can use it as oil. You can use it to saute. You can use it to, you can even whip it up. The chickpea one, you can whip it up into meringue. So I'm just going to get this ground down. I'm going to get it smooth. If I need the bean water from the pinto beans, I can add a tiny little drizzle. I don't want to wet it too much because I know that my eggplant is going to have a little bit of moisture in it. But I do want to get it smooth. And I'm going to put some spices in it. I'm going to put a tiny bit of curry. I'm going to make this Indian flavors. So I've got Garam masala. I love Garam masala. It's got this just sweet flavor and it's a blend of herbs and spices. I keep this in my pantry. I've got dried shallots and I'm just eyeballing it. Eyeball and taste. I've got a no salt seasoning and then I've got garlic powder. You can use fresh if you want, but I like to use the dried ones because I feel like the dip keeps better. When I use the real garlic, it tends to ferment it and it does not last as long in the fridge. All right, so we're just going to blend that up. I'm going to taste it as I go along. And then I'm going to be using cashew powder. This is PB2. This has less saturated fat than if you use cashews. Plus, I never remember to hydrate my cashews. Do you? I always remember when I want to cook something and then I'm in a hurry and then I can never soak them. So I love having my cashew powder. This is getting hard to find. So you can use almond powder, you can use peanut powder, you can use walnut powder. They're all going to have less saturated fat than using the actual nuts, while you're still going to be getting the creaminess that the cashews would do. And I'm going to use a little bit of nooch. So I'm going to put, and again, we're just eyeballing. I'm going to do about I would say a tablespoon of nooch. And then about, let's see if this one has a scoop in it. Yes, it does. Okay, about a tablespoon of cashew powder. And this is just going to add a little bit of creaminess once I get the eggplant in here. What I did is I had a whole big giant eggplant in my fridge. I took the whole thing, cut the end off, washed it, put it on a cookie sheet in aluminum foil, put a bunch of spices, the same ones that's going to go on the dip. I put garlic seasoning blend. I put a little bit of curry, no salt seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, and then I grabbed some little baby grape tomatoes and I put them all around the eggplant, wrapped it up, and I roasted it until it was soft. Once I felt my big package and it was soft, I knew that it was done. So when that was out of I used my toaster oven. When that was out of the toaster oven, I did it like at about 300 so that I didn't have to worry about it. This is it. I strained it to get as much of the moisture from the eggplant out as I could. So there's the roasted tomatoes that are falling in here and the eggplant that I'm putting in here. And I also added to the top of this, I put the same exact spices. I think I filled this too much. This is going to be hilarious. It's going to go all over the place. I put garlic powder, I put no salt seasoning. I put my shallot, minced shallot or minced onion. I put my garam masala, and I put a curry blend all sprinkled on top of my eggplant. When it came out and I was draining it, I just sprinkled the top of it. Didn't even measure. If you need to measure, do about a half a teaspoon of each except the curry powder. Put just a little dash of the curry powder so it doesn't get too pungent on you in case you are not a curry lover, but I am. So now I'm going to blend this up. And remember, I saved the bean water for my pinto beans. So I'm going to be using this as my oil. I see it turning, and I want my spread thick. Some people like their spread thin, and they want it more, not runny, but more soft. I like my hummus and my spreads to be thicker, on the thicker end. So I see that it's turning. I'm just going to do about a teaspoon of the bean water, which is the aquafaba from the pinto beans. I get my pinto beans from Sprouts because Sprouts has no sodium. These have absolutely no, just 5 milligrams of natural sodium, but the only ingredient in here is pinto beans and water. So when I do have cans in my house, I make sure that they have absolutely no sodium and no added ingredients to them. These are my cheat sheet from when I don't have beans that I've cooked myself in the fridge. So, and like I said, I was looking for chickpeas, but I couldn't find chickpeas, so it's going to be a pinto spread. So I'm going to taste this. Okay, that doesn't need anything. So what I did is I did a 2-step process of all these spices. I put it on the pinto beans when I was blending it. I put it on my eggplant and tomato when that was draining. Once it drained all the juices out, then I've blended the two together and I've got my dip. We're going to be using this. We can use this on bread. We can use this with veggies. I know I have celery and I have cucumber and I still have some mini tomatoes left. All those can be used to dip. I don't even know what to call this spread because normally I call it, it's kind of like a Mirza Gazemi, which is a Persian dip. And I curryfy it. So it's kind of a Persian Indian dip that I love to make. I learned to make it from a Persian friend of mine, but then I curryfy it. So I don't know if that makes it a little bit more Indian. So it's got Indian flavors. It's got Persian flavors. You can even roast onions with the tomatoes and the eggplant in the oven. Once it's all done, drain it in a strainer and then do this process and you've got yourself a dip. There you go. And now I've got some food prep. So that's how quick it was. I had my eggplant in my fridge. I decided to use it up, and now I have food prep in my fridge to use for sandwiches, to use as a dip, to use as an open-faced toast on sourdough or something like that. All right, foodies, hope you're having a happy Friday. Bye, everybody.